Hey everyone, it's Sam here, and today I'm back with a 6x6 version of this fun pop-up. Now I made this one, this was the first video I put out on YouTube. You can see this really fun pop-up. You can add photos onto here, big birthday numbers, it's entirely up to you. I've then got this version, which is upside down, where I've added a different kind of, rather than squares, I've just added, you know, the decoration and built up the scene that way. So you don't need any dies to make these pop-ups. Obviously how you decorate them, that's entirely up to you. Use what you have. This is a 7x7 size and this is the 6x6. But if you want to see this wonderful pop-up, this is my favourite one. What's inside? Then keep watching. So the products I'm using are my old Under the Water sets, so Under the Sea and Riding the Waves. These are no longer available, but if anybody does have them, that's what I'm using. And then I've taken the Hello from my Big Words. Every card at the minute has that one on. And then I thought it would work well with this set, which is this one here. Just wanted to pop by and say, and then hello. And it was from my Feeling Happy set. The bubbles is perfect for Under the Sea themed cards, so I have cut that. This is a 6x6 card blank, so this piece on top is 5 3/4 squared, and then I've just inked it up with Uncharted Mariner just around the edges. So that's the colour of the card in the middle, but then I've just used that darker, and I think it's worked really well. Again, on the front it will just have a simple sentiment, might have one of the characters, and then all of the obviously main part will be inside. And then inside I've got 2 more pieces of 5 3/4 squared. And these I've created myself. So I made this prep all during a YouTube live actually. So I've used the Uncharted Mariner at the bottom here. Then it went into Salty Ocean and then Mermaid Lagoon. And then I spritzed it with some water and blotted that off with some paper towel. So you can see these light, like bleached marks, and then I spritzed over this lovely weathered wood, and it's just given me, was it weathered wood? No, it was the hickory smoke. Weathered wood would look nice as well, but it was the hickory smoke because it's a new one, and I just love that shine. I think again it works really well for this theme. So 6x6 card blank. If you're making it yourself, it's a piece of 12x6 scored along the long side at 6 inches. So stick all of those down so you've got that ready. And then for the pop-ups inside, same as the larger one if you've already made that I shared earlier. So this is a piece of 5x4 and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 2.5 and 4.5. And then you want 2 pieces of 3x3 and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1.5 and 2.5. Then if you just take your ruler, and I like to use my metal stylus here, what you're going to do is along the side here, you can use your scoreboard for this or do it as I'm doing. So along that 5-inch side on the bigger piece, just put a little notch at 1.5 and 3.5, and then flip the card over and do the same, 1.5 and 3.5. You're then going to connect those 2 markers, which you can see I've already done. So I've scored right across to connect it to the bottom opposite mark. And again, that one down and across. So just pop your ruler down and then just score down. Okay. You'll then create a mountain fold, a valley fold, and then another mountain fold. And then those crossover pieces will become mountain folds. Now I've already inked mine all up because I want it to look like sand. So that's why I've added, this is just this colour card stock here, this like peachy colour, and then I've used Vintage Photo Distress Oxide. So now you have this effect here, which is that twist and pop style in the middle. With these 2 here, you'll do the same in terms of the folding, but the scoring along that 3-inch side where you've done your 3 vertical scores, you're going to do a little marker at 1 inch and 2 inch. And again, flip it over, 1 inch and 2 inch, and then connect those marks so you get that cross through the middle. Same folding, mountain, valley, mountain, and then the 2 cross pieces, they need to become mountain folds. And then because you've done the folds in that orientation, when you squeeze this together, you want those pieces to fall in, so you've got this triangle, this point on the top there, and it should all lay perfectly on top of each other. They're the tabs where we're going to add our glue, and then these are the pop-ups. So again, with this one here, I'll just go back and fold those pieces, and then again mountain mount him. And then just bring it together. You might have to help them down into place a bit. And then just take your bone folder and score that all so it's nice and burnished. In the bigger card I use 300 GSM, and I do say in the video I recommend that for all the pop-up pieces you use like a 220, 230, just that softer cardstock, because it will add less bulk to the overall card, but also with all those pop-ups on top of each other it's just going to work, I think, a bit better. Then we're going to take the card, and you want to take this one first, and I'm going to use my quick grab glue and just run that all the way down. Just do one side at a time. Okay, open it up, and you're going to focus on this middle score line here. You want it to line up with the fold of the card. So just fold that under. Well, it doesn't matter at this point, but just lay it down. You want to make sure it's in the middle of the card. So you're going to come in 1 inch. Okay, make sure it's 1 inch in. I'm just going to bring it around this way actually. Make sure that's nice and straight. And then fold that under and just lay that down. And then just add a bit of pressure there. And fold it back. Fold it back that way, like so. Okay, then you're going to add the glue to the other side. And then again, just fold that under and fold it down. Once you've just tacked it down, close the card shut, because that way it will definitely kind of fall into place and it will stick where it needs to. And then just carefully bring that up. You can go in, make sure that's all stuck down. And you could build off there, you could build up on here if you wanted to. But I'm now going to add these two, and you can also have it this way. It's up to you. You're going to do the same with these, but this time the middle score line here, you want to line it up. Just fold that back with the fold here on this piece. And you're going to come in, just make sure you've got 1/2 inch in on each side. So again, add my glue. Fold that under. Make sure that's all nice and straight. And then again, glue on the other side. Fold that one under. Fold it all flat. And then just make sure they push in. Close it all. And again, carefully bring that one up. And just go in, spreading out. Making sure they're all secure. So now you could just stop there. You could have it this way if you want. Like I said, loads of different ways. It's definitely a style that I will revisit. I think it'd look nice with a slimline card and bigger pop-ups, like longer ones. But check out the playlist, because you'll have those 3 definitely anyway, 3 sizes. Again, with this one, you're just going to lay it down on that one, fold that one under. And then again, just fold that one under. As soon as it's kind of grabbed, just fold it all flat. And then I've got all of these. I cut and coloured them all long time ago, so it's quite nice to have them all ready. But I wanted to have like the dolphin. He could be on a wobbler. And I could have him up there. Just again, I might get the sentiment down first, and then I know exactly where I can play. I could always have him. He could even be attached like by his tail on that little piece just there if you wanted to. Also, I must add, if you don't want to stick them all on like this and you want the measurements for the squares so it looks like this one, okay, I'll just give you those measurements now. So you'll want 4 pieces of 1.5 squared, and then 4 pieces of 2 inch squared. And you can then just stick them down, and they're all just stuck. If you've not seen this video yet, you add your glue onto here and then you stick that in, lining it up to the top here, and it will fit within that section. And then another one, and so on, and then obviously the little ones there. You don't want to stick them onto this one in the middle bit. You obviously have them on both, but if you're not adding these big squares in the middle, then you could add 2, you know, on the top there and there. So you could have 8 of that size, for example. So again, you could make it look different. It's up to you. And then you could just have a big birthday number or something in the middle. It's going to be loads of different ways that people put this together. But I'm not doing that today because I just wanted all this kind of sound effect. And then I'm just going to stick, you know, all the different fish. I've got seaweed. I've got the, like I said, the treasure chest down there. I've got the scuba diver. He would almost look good. Maybe I could just have him stuck and just kind of coming out the bottom there. I've got Ollie the octopus there. So I think I need to have him kind of centre stage really. I'm going to have a play around because there's so many other bits in here as well that I'm probably going to use. So once it's all stuck down, I'll show you it all finished. So here is the finished card. Like I said, I've kept it plain. I am going to add a small sentiment there, but I'll do that nearer the time. But I've just popped Ollie the octopus on the front because he's too big to go inside. I really love this card. I'm so pleased with how this has turned out. I love the glimmer, like the shine you get on the back of the cardstock there. I'm going to add some either water droplets or bubbles using my glaze here, which just adds a really nice touch, and I'll probably add it onto like their eyes and stuff, but you'll see all that in my blog in the photos, like close up. You got the little scuba diver down the back there, and then your sentiment. I decided to put it down here because the dolphin I popped on a wobbler, so it just got a little bit of movement there on the back, and then just built this all up. Like I said, every time you stick something down, just go to close it and make sure it all fits in. I think it's wonderful. So I think whether you go for using it as a base to just build up a really fun pop-up, or you add the squares and you do maybe something with a mini album, or you want to make a more personalized card with photos of someone, it's just such a great style, and I'm really enjoying making these at the moment. So hope you've enjoyed the 6x6 version. The next video will be the 5x7, so you'll have a nice mix of sizes there to choose from. As always, thank you for watching. I'll link some of the products. I don't think any of this is available, maybe just the die sets there, but it's more about being able to make these fun cards without using any specific dies. So all of the main parts to this card you don't need any dies for. How you decorate it is up to you then with what you've got in your stash. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed today. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. I've got all the playlists up there as well. If you click on that tab, you'll see thousands of tutorials. There's so much inspiration there, and leave me a comment as well because I always enjoy reading them. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.